Hi, this is Kelly. I'm back again for the fourth installment of our Texas Organic Garden series. This is for winter 2017. We originally were going to do one beginning of January, but in fact we had two hard freezes. It was the first time in about 3 years we'd had a freeze, and this were two hard ones, 8 to 10 hours a night. So it killed a lot of what was in the garden. So now we're doing it February 12th, and I don't know, it's crazy. It's almost about 90 degrees today. Well, one thing you might notice is we have made some changes. Here we have been growing collard green and also some kale over here, and also some carrots that were from seed. And then planted a sorrel with some onions in the back. Wild strawberry has come back. And something I'd like to point out, if you ever want to make sure you have spreading plants and they don't go over into others, you can use a coffee can and cut out the bottom. You can put it like this. There's some sorrel in there that's now protected from getting overpowered by the wild strawberry. Eventually it will grow over. We used to have okra here, but now we're letting it go fallow, and we have some onions, red and white, along with some peppers growing at the moment. These kale have actually been here. They survived the freeze. They've been here about 3 years, as well as this collard. The Swiss chard we planted right before the freeze, but it's going along quite nicely. Celery is from last year, reseeded. And the thing we're really excited about is the Korean radish, the daikon radish. It's finally ready to harvest, and we have a lot of it, as you see. I planted it on September 19th. And it's taken a while for it to get growing. Let me grab one of these here. Oh, as you see, this is about the average size of an organic daikon. You can find them larger at the store, but not organic, right? And we can use the leaves, we can eat the leaves, we can also make pickles out of the flesh, and these radish are not as strong of a taste as the smaller American variety. So yeah, these are very good to use. Just know it takes quite a long time to make them. And if you look over here, this bed, you saw it in the last video. We had some plants grown from seed that we had gotten from our own seed. Some of the mustard and bok choy didn't survive the freeze, but they've made a good comeback in the last month, and as you see, the collard and broccoli are going quite strongly. Then as well as the red onion and the white onion here. If you come on this way, Japanese turnips are growing very well in the back there. We grew those from seed, as well as some more carrots. We were really afraid we had lost the Okinawan spinach here during the freeze. It had been about 3 feet tall, but was knocked back all the way to the root. But as you see, it's making a comeback, so we're very happy about that. We used to have shiso here, the Japanese basil, but it's coming back now. But you can see some, maybe, but it's starting to come back from the seed. One of the casualties, though, of the freeze was this orange tree. I see some of it's coming back at the bottom, but it got pretty much knocked back. I hope it's going to continue to recover. And here, I guess my biggest disappointment was the avocado here. I got it 4 years ago from an avocado seed at the store, and got to be a nice looking tree, but even though we covered them, it wasn't enough. The freeze lasted too long. As you see, we also put some tomatoes in here just in the last couple of weeks. Broccoli, I had had some growing back here, but they all froze except for this one that was extra hardy. So this here is where we had the bitter melon, and you see now we're letting it grow fallow for the moment. The berries are still there. We're going to put some more bitter melon later on this spring. But right now what I'd like to put in here is some garlic. And what you can do is, hey Coco, what you doing? You want to help me plant some garlic? Huh. What you can do is you can get one of the bulbs of garlic at the supermarket, make sure it's organic. Usually they're around $2 or $3. And then separate all the different cloves. And the most important thing is, after you separate the cloves, go ahead and let them callus over and get a little hardened on the skin for about 1 or 2 weeks. The most important thing when planting the garlic is to make sure that this little pointy part is at the top. That's where the stem is going to grow from, and here's where the root's going to go. And so I use some microlite fertilizer here, which is nice organic fertilizer you can buy, as well as some turkey manure, and mixed all this in earlier today. Look, we got some earthworms there. Let's go ahead and plant it in there about 2 or 3 inches and cover up. We're going to plant them across here and then put the bitter melon on the other side. So, if you come on and follow me. We have this bed down here. I wasn't able to show you this before because it's been so ratty, but we finally got it cleared out. I planted a fig tree, and we have cilantro coming back from seed, and these collards are about 3 years old. Also have some red onions planted here. We usually plant beans over here. I'm going to do that again, but added some dill and some more red onion, and then we have this artichoke that's been coming back. I guess it's been coming back about the last 3 years. They're perennial plants. We had all of this sweet potato vine growing the last time you were here, but the freeze killed it back. I also have the flowers here that are going to grow up, the moonflowers. We have those coming up from seed. It's all going to come back up in the next couple of months, and decided to go ahead and put peppers across here. And so that does it for our episode this time, and I hope that we are here in the spring and you can see everything maybe in March or so. And so here's to happy gardening, right?